What is up, people, and welcome back to my Rags to Riches F1 2010 to 2014 career mode. This is the career mode where we go from one of the worst teams in F1 2010, try and work our way up through the ranks and through the teams, and try and get a drive for one of the best teams in F1 2014. We are currently in that F1 2014 season. This is the final season of the Rags to Riches, the sequel. So, if you have missed any of the previous episodes, go catch up with the card annotation in the top right hand corner of your screens. You will find the previous episode where we got this F1 2014 season underway in Australia, and you can also find the whole entire playlist up there. Of course, you know, if you have missed any episodes, they will all be in that playlist. But going into today's race at the Malaysian Grand Prix, it was an okay race in Australia. We got P8 in there, so we're currently 8th in the championship, but we need to improve on that if we want to challenge for the championship this season. It's not the best of starts, but we'll be hoping that in Malaysia we can do a better job. Looking at the emails going into today's Malaysian Grand Prix and the race results data. Okay, so we got P8. We start in 18th position. Not a good qualifying session for myself, but 8th in the race. Not too bad at the end of the day at a track which I haven't really done well at since F1 2011. Information for the Malaysian Grand Prix. It's going to be dry. Hopefully, it means cloudy for the race, but hopefully that still means that it is going to be dry for the race. And research and development, we're not actually going to be doing the research and development this season because it doesn't actually do anything in the game. The research and development does not affect the cars in the 2014 career mode. So yeah, I'm not really going to partake in any of those sessions just because it's a bit of a waste of time, and they're not going to help us in the rest of the season anyway, so there's no point doing them. So without any further ado, let's head over to the Malaysian Grand Prix. It's that time again. It's one-shot qualifying here at the Malaysian Grand Prix. We go down into the final corner, maximising our exit. Here we go on the exit of the corner, getting the DRS open, putting it up into Rich Mix, and let's see what we can do. With only 13 seconds left in this qualifying session, that's pretty good timing as we come across the line. But let's see what we can do on this flying lap. Losing a lot of time there in Sector 2, 1.3 seconds down on the pole time at the moment. Running a little bit too wide on the exit of that corner, but we've not got long left to go in this lap. Now, this is going to be the tricky corner. One of the most trickiest corners on the whole entire F1 calendar. It's just hard to judge your braking point into there, and I completely messed it up there. That's not the best of ways through that corner. We've still got a lot of fuel left, even though the red light is flashing. But here we go, down in towards the final corner. What can the lap time be good enough for? Into the final corner now. Get the car turned in, down on the throttle, down on the power, get the DRS open now, down towards the line. It's not going to be anywhere near pole position. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the top 10. No, it's not. P14. It's better. It is an improvement on the P18 that we got last round, but at the end of the day, P14 is still not much better. Only really beating the Saubers, the Lotuses, the Caterhams, and the Mauritius. Although we found out in an episode, I think Monaco 2013, it's slow tie, I suppose, maybe. Again, why are we talking about plurals of what a Lotus is? Yeah, so only beating the Saubers, the Lotus or Lotai, and the Caterhams or Mauritius. That just sounds so funny saying Lotai. What is wrong with me right now? Lewis Hamilton, though, he gets pole position for today's Malaysian Grand Prix with Daniel Ricciardo in second. Fernando Alonso once again up there in the qualifying session. Again, beating me here today. 33 hundredths of a second. Don't know why I'm saying like that. 3/10. He is 3/10 of a second behind Lewis Hamilton, and only 23 thousandths of a second behind Daniel Ricciardo. Very close once again between second, third, fourth, and fifth. Close between those other drivers. Felipe Massa is in sixth. Within the 1 second, with Nico Hülkenberg in 7th, Valtteri Bottas 8th, Sergio Perez 9th, and Kevin Magnussen rounding out the top 10. But what can we do from 14th on the grid? Let's find out. It's race day here at the Malaysian Grand Prix, starting 14th on the grid for today's race. It's better than our 18th position that we started at Malaysia, so slowly making our way further up the field, but we need to be challenging for at least the top 5 in the qualifying sessions. That's where we need to be in this Ferrari if we want to challenge for the championship this season. Race strategy for today, though, starting on the Michelin tyres, pitting for the primes on lap 6 of this 14-lap race. Teammate challenge at the moment after 1 race and 2 qualifying sessions. We are being outdone by our teammate of Fernando Alonso. He's beating us on every single one of those at the moment, but we'll be looking to get him back here today at the Malaysian Grand Prix. 0% chance of rain, so let's head down to the track and get today's race underway. There is Lewis Hamilton, who makes it 2 pole positions out of 2 races for the 2014 season. Daniel Ricciardo lines up in 2nd place with Fernando Alonso, my teammate, in 3rd. And there's myself, 14th position on the grid. And unfortunately, you guys, we're going to have to listen to it again. We're going to have to listen to the awful grunting noise that this Ferrari makes as we go to 5 red lights. It is lights out, and away we go for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Straight away putting up into rich mix and trying to pick our gap down in towards turn 1. Where are we going to go? Hopefully between Danny Kvyat and Jenson Button. Here we go down in towards turn 1. Braking very, very late. Here we go up the inside. Wow, what a move that was. And Fernando Alonso up into the lead as well. What a move that is from my teammate. Can he hold it, though, against Lewis Hamilton? Unfortunately, he can't. But there he goes, side by side with the Mercedes driver. Now, we're going to pick up a bit of tow down in towards turn 4. What can we do on both of these guys? Can we have a look up the inside, make it a free wide situation for us? No, we can't. We're going to get the job done on the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton. I've gone into the back of Fernando Alonso, and that's going to get me the position on my teammate. Oh, nearly going into the side of him, side by side with Fernando Alonso, but getting the job done, moving up into the lead of the race. Feel a little bit bad that we pushed our teammate out of the lead of the race and down into P3. But we are up into the lead. What a start this has been for the Malaysian Grand Prix. From 14th on the grid up into the lead. What a start that has been. And now we need to defend like hell. We've got Nico Rosberg right our tail. It's going to be difficult to hold him off, especially with lines like that down towards the hairpin. That is not a good line at all. But Nico Rosberg, he is going to be very eager to get past us. Right, here goes Nico Rosberg then going for the attack down in towards turn 1. He's going to have to do it around the outside if he wants to get the position done on me in towards turn 1. He's not been able to do it there. Can Alonso get past him, though, down towards turn 1 and turn 2? Not quite just yet, as Rosberg actually had a look up the inside. Was not expecting him to go for that maneuver up the inside, down in towards turn 2. Very lucky that there wasn't any serious contact between the two of us. Going to put it down towards standard mix just to save fuel as we go through the sector 2 and sector 3 of this lap. We only really need the rich revs for the straights down in towards the penultimate corner, down towards the final corner, sorry, and of course turn 1. But not the best lines through there, as it looks like Lewis Hamilton has now got past Fernando Alonso. I'm trying to do my best, I suppose, to hold up the rest of the field and allow Alonso to get back through and up into P2 at the moment. But Nico Rosberg all over my tail right now. He may have a look down towards the hairpin, but unfortunately for him, not able to do anything just yet. And we have got the car turned in this time around. But Nico Rosberg going side by side with his teammate down into the hairpin. Who's going to come out on top between the Inter-Mercedes team battle? It looks like it has been. I'm not actually too sure who has come out on top between those two drivers. Has Hamilton got the move done? No, he hasn't. Nico Rosberg holds on to P2. Okay, this is going to be difficult to try and hold off Nico Rosberg. We know how quick that Mercedes car is, of course, from the real-life F1 2014 season, and even on this game as well. As it looks like Lewis Hamilton has now got the position done on his teammate. A great move to follow me up the inside as Nico Rosberg tried the move around the outside. Now Lewis Hamilton trying to go for the overtake, this time around the outside, down in towards turn 1. But unlike his teammate, not quite fully committed as Nico Rosberg was. But he's gone for the switchback maneuver, trying to get the inside line. I'm squeezing him out, trying to get the inside line down towards turn 2. And there we go, holding onto position for the time being, as now Felipe Massa goes and sets the fastest lap of the race so far as we go down in towards turn 4. And it looks like we're going to hold on to the lead of the race for the time being. Or running it very, very wide into the penultimate corner, and that has allowed Lewis Hamilton to get the job done on us. However, we are going to pick up the slipstream and the tow down in towards the final corner. Can we go for a dive bomb move up the inside Lewis Hamilton? We're going to try it. Here we go, up the inside of the Mercedes driver. Made contact with him. I'm going to give him that position back around the outside. Are we? Go on, Lewis. Go for the overtake. I'm going to give you that position back. You can have it. Mate, you can have it. Go for the overtake. Do you know what? Fuck it. If you're not going to go for that overtake, I'm going to take it. I don't even care. I was trying to be clean there. I was trying to be nice. But if you don't want to go for the overtake, fine. No, Rosberg. I wasn't letting you through. No, don't you dare. Do not. Okay, thank you, Rosberg. Do not dare go for that overtake, buddy. I did not mean to let you through. As it looks like now we've got Felipe Massa. Everybody's just changing position. I've got such a huge train of cars behind me. This is how slow I am at the moment in this 2014 game. John-Eric Verne is setting the fastest lap right now. That is how slow I am going. I've got such a huge train behind me that whoever's in 4th place just keeps on switching over. It was Fernando Alonso a couple of laps ago. Then it was a McLaren, and now it's Alonso again. It was a Red Bull earlier as well. I just can't keep up at the moment. What on earth is going on in this race? Lewis Hamilton now going for the overtake down in towards the final corner. Going to try it around the outside. I'm going to brake later then down towards this corner. Maybe too late. No, just about getting the car turned in for the final corner there. Just about. Very close between the two of us. Got a nice little gap now between Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg, as Lewis may have a look to go around the outside. Not going to give him that maneuver up the inside. If he wants to go for the overtake, he's going to have to do it around the outside down towards turn 1. Squeeze them out on the exit. And there we go. Job done on Lewis. And it looks like Nico Rosberg following me through there once again. Alonso as well having a bit of a go on Lewis Hamilton. Gets the job done. And once again moves back up into P3. Good job there from my teammate. Right then, here goes Nico Rosberg once again going for the overtake down in towards the final corner. Putting up to Rich Mix to try and defend as much as I possibly can. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything on the Mercedes driver. Battling with him, giving a little bit of a bump there as I get a touch on his rear tyre. There we go, getting the job done on him anyway. It looks like he's held up Fernando Alonso and Lewis Hamilton. But can he defend against those drivers? Lewis Hamilton going for the overtake now on Nico Rosberg. They've all sort of pinned him in there down in towards turn 1. So that's not very fair on Fernando Alonso. The two Mercedes drivers working together to try and get themselves up into second and third. It looks like Alonso has actually lost out loads of positions, dropping way down. I think that is into P6 at the moment. So not a good day in the office at the moment for Fernando Alonso, but we've still got a long way left to go. We're coming into pits on this lap now. We have a bit of a gap to Lewis Hamilton behind us, but hopefully we can hold on to this position as we come out of the pit stop phase. Lewis Hamilton is going to most likely go for an overtake down in towards the final corner once again. Going to try and hold it around the outside once again this time around. Going to brake later than the Mercedes driver because, of course, I am coming into the pit lane. I think he's coming into pits as well. So, look, lovely overtake on the entry into the pit lane. Love that. Up the inside on Lewis Hamilton. He was coming into pits as well. I thought he was just going to brake, take the normal line, because it was last season it was Rosberg who, of course, had the first dibs on pit stops. This time around, I guess it's Lewis Hamilton who was the #1 driver. Can we beat Lewis Hamilton in the pit stop phase? I don't think we can. I feel like we're going to get held up by these drivers, and yes, we do. We're going to get held up by the Red Bull as well. Ah! That's annoying. Bad timing for the pit stops there. Unfortunately, that's just the risk you get for being in a worse team, of course, in the championship. So, both the Mercedes and the Red Bull have got past me, and that, unfortunately, is going to put me under pressure from some guys around me as well. Oh, Bianchi, get out of the way, mate. Sorry, buddy, that I gave you a bit of a tap there. What? Okay, thank you. Okay, I was going to say, what do you mean illegal overtake? Didn't do anything wrong there. He was just very slow and got in my way. Anyway, right, let's get on with this lap. Let's try and catch up to Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton. But unfortunately, I feel like that position's gone. I'm not quick. I'm not quick at this Malaysian Grand Prix. I'm not quick on this 2014 game at the moment. And it's really frustrating. But we've only just jumped on this game. This is my second race on this game. I haven't had any practice coming into it. And I was running in the lead of the race earlier. So I'm not too ashamed of it. But at the same time, I still kind of would like to do better. I still should be doing better if I want a challenge for the championship. Oh, could people like Nico Hülkenberg just actually fuck off? Like, I shouldn't be fighting with you. Why? How are you this quick, Hülkenberg? How are you this quick and keeping up with a Ferrari? Come on, man. No. Don't you be silly. Don't you dare try and go for a switchback maneuver on me. Don't you dare try and pull that game on me, bro. As we're coming into the pit stop phase, and look how many positions we've lost. We are way down the field. Look at this. Just beating the Red Bull of Daniel Ricciardo. We're coming out behind Valtteri Bottas, my teammate, and a few other drivers as well. I'm not happy about that. I'm not happy at all. We've just lost out 6 positions in a pit stop phase. Okay, yes. A little bit unlucky because, of course, getting held up by Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel getting out ahead of us because we got held up by like Toro Rossos and those guys coming into the pits. But at the same time, come on. I should be quicker than this. Oh, here goes Daniel Ricciardo going for the overtake down in towards the final corner. Then can he get the job done? Braking at the same time as the Red Bull driver, holding up the inside, defending the inside line, and he's not able to go for the overtake just yet. But he's going to have a run down in towards turn 1 now. Once again, using the DRS, using the slipstream, using the toe to his advantage. We're 2 whole seconds off the pace of Lewis Hamilton's time. Oh, where am I losing all this time? Where am I losing all this pace? As Ricciardo can't go around the outside down towards turn 1. In fact, loses out position to the Force India and the McLaren running behind me. But where's my pace? Where is my pace? How come I've got no pace in this race? It's so annoying. A 1:42.2, and that's my best lap so far. Oh, wow, okay, running it wide. Yep, that's probably going to lose me a position to Nico Hulkenberg. Will he go for the overtake round the outside? He's going to try it. Can he hold it, though, round the outside through the first part of the S section? No, he can't, and we hold on to P6, but I can't deal with this frustration. This is our second race, and we are struggling already. We are already struggling, and this does not help with motivation on getting on with this season. I need good races. I need help. I need pace. Where is it? Where's my pace? I'm in a Ferrari, and it's driving like, I don't know, maybe a Lotus or a Toro Rosso at the moment. It's poor. It's piss poor at the moment. Here goes Hulkenberg on the right-hand side, because every driver in this whole entire field is faster than me somehow. I'm breaking later them down towards the final corner, getting the car slowed down, getting it turned in, and holding on to position. And I feel like this is just going to be the whole entire race from now on. Defense, 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 defense. And it's just not fun. A 1:43.6. I'm now 3.6 seconds off the pace of Lewis Hamilton's. Hulkenberg goes for a dive bomb move up the inside, and that's forced me to run wide in towards turn 1. No, you fucking don't, Hulkenberg. I'm not losing out on P6, mate. I'm not losing out on P6. You can try as much as you like, but I'm not giving you this position. I'm not giving you any room at all. If you want to go for it, but it's not going to end well for you, buddy. Okay, then it's Daniel Ricciardo's turn to try and get past me. Nico Hulkenberg got a little bit bored of trying to overtake me and fail. Here he goes around the outside, just like Hulkenberg did. I've run it a little bit wide, though. That's forced Ricciardo out wide, though. Unfortunately for him, he was not able to perform the switchback maneuver on myself. And just look at the gap to Valtteri Bottas. We're still 41.43s at the moment, which is not good enough. It's a 5.5 second gap at the moment to Valtteri Bottas. It's not good enough. It is not good enough right now. As Ricciardo's still trying to overtake me through turns 1 and turns 2. Not able to do anything. And like I say, it's just going to be defending. That's all that's going to happen now for the rest of the race. It's just going to be defending. I can't push. I'm pushing as much as I can. That's the annoying thing. I don't know where I can improve on the rest of this lap. I honestly don't know. Here goes Daniel Ricciardo once again, going for the overtake round the outside, down in towards the final corner, squeezing him out on the exit of the corner. Can we get the job done? Yes, we can, but now it's Felipe Massa who is going to try and have a go as we start the final lap of this Malaysian Grand Prix, getting into the 1:42s now, but it's still not good enough. We're still 2 seconds off the pace of Lewis Hamilton. It's still poor lap times at the moment. It looks like Felipe Massa going for the overtake round the outside, down in towards turn 1. Not able to get the job done around the outside through there, though. And we hold on to P6 still. Massa's still very much on my tail. And it looks like Daniel Ricciardo and Nico Hulkenberg are having their own little battle behind us at the moment. But here we are, final lap. And we just need to keep it clean. Stay ahead of Felipe Massa. He's only really going to have the run down into the final corner. And, of course, the start-finish line to try and get past us. And I don't think that's going to be enough. So let's just keep it calm. Stay on the track. Not make any mistakes. And just get through this lap. Lewis Hamilton wins today's Malaysian Grand Prix. Makes it 2 wins out of 2 for the Mercedes driver. We're now going to have to defend against Felipe Massa. However, I don't think he's going to be close enough to go for the overtake down into the final corner. So just going to take it nice and easy through here. Try and get a good exit, which we have done. Out to the final corner, down towards the line. I don't think it's going to have anything to do against us. So it's coming home for P6. Driver's happy. I'm not happy, but at the same time, I'm not disappointed. I mean, P6 is better than what we had last time at where we finished in 8th place. But at the end of the day, I still feel like we should have got a better result than that. We should have definitely got 5th place. In the pit stop phase, we lost out a lot of positions, and unfortunately, that cost us actually a lot of time. I feel like we might have still had the chance to defend against Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel. Those guys behind us, had we not lost out in the pit stop phase. That lost us a lot of time and a lot of positions, unfortunately. And at the end of the day, that's kind of what did it. That is what did it. We lost out and we finished down in P6. We went from the lead down to P6 because of a stupid slow pit stop. I mean, it was about 6 seconds, that pit stop. That was enough. That was honestly enough to lose me out to Lewis Hamilton, Nico Rosberg, Fernando Alonso, Sebastian Vettel, and, of course, Valtteri Bottas. But Lewis Hamilton, he is our race winner here today, getting another 25 points to add to his tally, with Nico Rosberg in 2nd, then Fernando Alonso in 3rd, then Sebastian Vettel 4th, Valtteri Bottas ahead of us in 5th, myself in 6th, not disappointed but not happy at the same time, with Felipe Massa in 7th, Nico Hulkenberg 8th, Daniel Ricciardo in 9th, and Sergio Perez getting the final championship point. Ricciardo losing out quite a lot of positions in those final couple of laps there, with Kevin Magnussen and John McVern, the guys just missing out on the points. Any surprises from today's results? Kamui Kobayashi beating both of the Sauber drivers. Good result there for Kamui. Right, let's have a look at the Drivers' Championship after 2 rounds of the 2014 season. We are currently P6 in the Drivers' standings, ahead of Nico Hulkenberg. Same amount of points, and we're only 2 points now behind Daniel Ricciardo. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter at the end of the day where we finish where we are in those Drivers' standings. Our main goal is Lewis Hamilton. That's our goal, and at the moment we're 38 points behind him. That is a lot of points that we need to catch up, and we need to start to do it now. Up next is going to be the Bahrain Grand Prix. We had a great race there last season in F1 2013. Of course, we got the race win and got our first race win of the 2013 season at that track. So fingers crossed something similar could happen at that race once again. Fernando Alonso, same amount of points now as Nico Rosberg in the championship, with Sebastian Vettel on 22. Constructors' Championship, even though this doesn't matter too much, Mercedes lead the way on 83 points. Ferrari are in second, 38 points behind the championship leaders, with Infinity Red Bull Racing not too far off of ourselves. Then it's Williams in fourth, Force India in fifth, and McLaren in sixth. With Toro Rosso, Lotus, Sauber, Caterham, and Marussia all yet to score points in this season. But that is it for today's Malaysian Grand Prix. If you have enjoyed the episode, don't forget to smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so for daily Formula 1 content. And don't forget to share this video with your friends. And I'll see you next time at the Bahrain Grand Prix. But until then, it's goodbye from me.